Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Matador Express, the only show that talks about tech and tech sports alike. There you go, my name is Quintin Marquez, and I'm a writer for the Daily Toreador.
And I am Brandon Soliz, a sports writer for the Daily Toreador as well. Sorry about that.
You got that?
I got it.
Well, in case you did not know, all the tech sports that are going on right now, football, soccer, and volleyball, are in the midst of Big 12 conference play. Everybody's playing the Texas and the Baylors and the TCUs and the KUs and all those other teams that suck. We're in the middle of all those playing right now, and let's get it going.
We're going to start off with Tech Volleyball, who's coming off a loss in 3 straight sets to Kansas. And last week, we said Kansas wasn't good at anything besides basketball. But explain to them what we meant by that.
What I meant by that, when I said last week that KU isn't good at anything but basketball, I meant that they're good at basketball and games that are played on a basketball court. So volleyball, we played on a basketball court. KU's going to be pretty good at that. That's what I meant to say about that. I'm sorry, I didn't clarify. They're on the hardwood. They're going to be pretty good. So KU, they pulled out 3 straight against Tech last Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And
they also took on TCU. Lost again in 3 straight sets.
I mean, it's going to happen. You're not going to win them all.
No.
You're not going to win them all. Like, even if there's 10 or 9 other teams in the Big 12, you're not going to win every single match.
Nope.
But apparently, so KU got us, and TCU got us then?
Yeah, TCU got us then too. And what's their next game looking like?
Oh, well, they're going to play West Virginia.
Mountaineers.
That's going to be the Mountaineers. They're going to play them.
Lady Mountaineers.
Apologize, Lady Mountaineers.
No men.
Don't offend anybody. There's not any good guys on the volleyball team in West Virginia.
That we know.
That we know of. No testing's been proven yet. Whatever. But they're going to play them at Morgantown at 6 o'clock. So that's going to be October 14th. So if you're watching the show and you're like, hey, today's October 14th, they're playing right now. That's pretty much what's going on there.
And my man Quintin here, he calls soccer at John Walker. So what went on with those ladies over there?
Those ladies over there did an awesome job in Big 12 play this weekend. This weekend was a big weekend for soccer for 2 good reasons. The first one was the Red Raiders got their first win in conference play.
Wreck 'em.
So there was their 3rd conference game. The other 2 they tied. So this is their first time they actually won. They beat the TCU Horned Frogs 3-0. 2 goals by Janine Becky. 1 by a freshman, Carly Wickenheiser.
That last name.
Is that last name not the coolest last name you've ever heard?
Wickenheiser.
I feel like she should wear like a Vikings helmet and like have a sword and like
kick a ball.
Carly Wickenheiser! I like that name.
Fire and smoke and pyro.
If you get married to someone with also the last name Wickenheiser, because that is an awesome last name. Or have him take your last name.
Exactly what I was going to say.
I would do that. Like, if I married Carly Wickenheiser, I would be known...
Let's change things up a little bit.
I'd be known as Quintin Wickenheiser.
Brandon Wickenheiser.
Brandon Wickenheiser, Quintin Wickenheiser.
Anybody Wickenheiser is just awesome.
Wickenheiser, just make them take your last name, because that's an awesome last name. It's like you were born to play soccer, or you're born to make beer. Either one, Wickenheiser is a good last name. The other reason that Tech had a significant weekend, it's not the best reason, but they happen to lose to West Virginia this past weekend. It was 4-1. Tech came out not on top, but it is actually their first home loss game since the last season in October. So they've went a whole year pretty much.
Whole year.
Without losing any home games at all. And this is their first one. And it was against West Virginia, which is number 1 in the Big 12 conference right now. So that's not too bad. We still have a couple more games coming ahead of us. The next game is going to be against our rival Texas.
Yep, and that'll be here in Lubbock at 7 p.m. So if you're anywhere near Lubbock, come check that out. Because, I mean, it's against Texas, probably, if not the biggest rival.
It's our school rival. We hate Texas.
Nobody likes that burnt orange.
The other day, someone was wearing burnt orange around me, and I was like, get that shit out of my face. I mean, the only reason burnt orange is even around is because it's the color of pumpkin pie. And that's the only way it looks good.
It's not even a fall color. Like, burnt orange is just awful.
It's awful. Who wakes up in the morning and says, oh, I think I'll wear my burnt orange shirt today? No one ever says that. You know what they do say? I think I'll wear my red and black shirt today because those are the only colors that really matter.
And you literally bleed red.
Bleed red. It's
Not
in your blood.
Orange.
You don't bleed burnt orange.
My blood burnt orange.
I'm just saying. I would be freaked out right now. I would be freaked out by sitting with you right now.
Exactly.
So, I'm pretty excited about what went on this past weekend for the homecoming game. Please tell these great people about it.
First off, homecoming, big event, every year for
It was
Tech
awesome.
Schools all around the nation. Tech came out 66-31 over the Iowa State Cyclones. I emphasize Cyclones because you may have seen a bird on the sidelines that looked like
not Cardinals.
That's the Cyclone mascot. Okay, let's just leave that.
I saw their mascot on the sidelines and I was like, "Who brought the bird? We're playing the Cyclones."
Also,
what's going on?
On one particular touchdown pass, one of their cheerleaders just got trampled. Did you see that?
Did she get ran over?
She got ran over.
I did see that. Yes, I did.
She got ran over on the sideline. I think the bird attracted the ball. It's just that dang bird.
I think we're going to put some apologies out for that one cheerleader.
Yes.
We're sorry he got hurt by whoever he got hit by.
I think it was Jakeem.
Jakeem Grant.
Jakeem Grant.
He's a gentleman. He didn't mean to do it.
I think it was one of the wide receivers.
All of our guys are stand-up gentlemen. They didn't mean to do that. We apologize. Hope everything's okay.
Hope your ACL is perfectly okay.
There you go.
On top of injuries, actually, since I just mentioned that, Tech had a key injury with Justin Murphy, one of the offensive linemen. He is now out for the season as of today. It's just a pretty big loss.
That just means other people will step up. Congratulations, second string guy. You're first string guy now. Let's keep the ball rolling. You're our guy now.
A good example of that is the young wide receiving group of Tech with Ian Sadler, Dylan Cantrell, Devin Lauderdale not playing against the Cyclones. Reginald Davis, for example, had one receiving touchdown. Jonathan Giles had 2. And Jakeem Grant also had 2, which is the senior leader.
My boy Grant, man.
Then DeAndre Washington, and he had 1 as well. And the Tech offense broke the school record for total offensive yards of 776 by 1 yard.
One single yard.
In 2003, 12 years later, Patrick Mahomes comes in here and his offense, they just break that by 1 yard, which is...
Wasn't that said like in 2003?
Yes, 2003, B.J. Simmons was the quarterback.
Man, it's that extraordinary play by Pat Mahomes. It's that little extra that got him that 1 yard to break the school record. Homeboy, you're in the record books now.
Did you talk a little bit more about, let's see, Jakeem Grant, Justin Stockton?
I gotta say some things about my homeboy Grant. Dude, you run you run so good. I wish I could do anything do as good as you run. I wish I could make cakes as good as you run, and I would be an awesome cake maker. Whipping out cakes.
The cake boss.
I'm just saying, I wish I could do things as good as you can run. I mean, he was like, zoom, 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 zoom.
It's like NASCAR, but with the Jones.
I was like, is this guy in NASCAR? Or is he a running back? Dude, Stockton and Mahomes. That's their tag team name. Instead of Stockton and Malone back in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Stockton and Mahomes. Let's make some shirts. Let's get that going. Copyright laws,
Let's get the Tech and the Utah Jazz font.
There you go.
Let's get those made.
Put my copyright down there because I came up with it. But still, let's do that.
Somebody do that.
And Mahomes, 428 yards.
5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns? Are you kidding me?
The nation will...
Well, hey, do you hear that? I think the NFL's knocking on our door right now.
And he's only a sophomore.
He's only a sophomore, and NFL is knocking on our door. Mahomes, keep doing what you're doing.
And on top of that, let's rename the Heisman to Pat Maheisman.
Ooh, the Pat Maheisman. Got that trophy right there. Pat Maheisman.
That flexing?
Ooh,
this
boy.
ain't a flex unless you're Patrick Mahomes.
There you go. All right, so that is it for us here at the Matador Express. Please catch this video and other videos at dailytoreador.com. Not but just dailytoreador.com. And we will see you next week. Good luck at Tex and all they're playing.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
And bam!